think 45 ACP is the Lord's caliber, and that's what we should have used to shoot down the Chinese spy balloon, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But let's be honest, the reason you're here today is to see me waste my money and destroy this 1911. I know it's been a while since we've posted, but these Montana winters up here, the weather's either negative 40 degrees or it's a category 2 hurricane. There is no in between, so we wanted to make sure that the conditions were right for us to film. But if you haven't seen our Palmetto State Dagger video, go ahead and check that out. I'll drop the link in the description below. That one's going to be pretty similar test to what we're doing today. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the 1911 model that we have today is a Tisas, however the hell you say it, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. But I picked it up for $2.99, and to my knowledge, that's probably the cheapest 45 ACP 1911 model that you can buy. Now, it's supposed to be a 1911 A1 model, but if you look at it, you can clearly tell that it's lacking some of the A1 features, but what do you expect? It's $2.99, I think it's made in like Turkey or something like that, even though it's stamped Knoxville, Tennessee. But let's put it to the test. These torches are going to get progressively worse throughout the video as we go along, but let's see if it's worth having one in your collection. Test number 1 is going to be our control test. We're just going to be shooting standard 230 grain full metal jacket 45, and this gun came straight out of the box like it does from the factory. We didn't oil it, we didn't do anything. It's like we got it at the FFL, brought it home, and now we're shooting it. So we're going to see if it cycles, and we're going to see what kind of group it holds up as well. Alright, so first mag, it ran pretty flawless, and from what I can tell on the target, that's not bad accuracy at all. Let's walk up there and take a look. Obviously, I wasn't really taking a super long amount of time to hit, but that's not bad for a $299 1911. I mean, I've put one mag through it now, and I'm already pretty happy with it. I'm honestly kind of sad that we're about to completely demolish this thing, but let's move on to test number 2. Test number 2, we're doing a throwback to the Dagger video. We're going to call it the Tom Brady again. We're just going to do your typical drop test, but not so typical. And to show you, this gun is unloaded and clear. Ready? Oh, I totally missed the rock. Oh, that looked bad. Alright. Ah, shit. I should have stood further from the rock. I totally just missed the rock. Alright. As you can see, when it fell, it was kind of like a combination of 2 tests. It was kind of like a drop test and a mud test all at the same time. There is a little bit in the barrel, should be fine, no worries there. But same thing, 1 mag, 45 ACP. Well, let's give her a whirl. Let's see if she cycles through the mud. I totally have mud on my face, don't I? Yeah, that's what I felt. It hit me the whole time. But not bad, not bad. So far it's passed the mud test and a high altitude drop test. Let's move on to the next test. So after test number 2, there's our group still holding pretty consistent just like it did from test number 1, but I mean that's what we expected. We haven't gotten into the bad tortures yet. This is borderline basic. I mean, this is what everybody else on YouTube does, but we're not everybody else on YouTube, so let's keep going. Now we're on test number 3. We have a new Duramax sitting here. Let's see if we can crush it with the Duramax. We're just going to place it in front of the truck, run over it, back up, and go see if it functions. Alright. So, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. I gotta get some of this out of the trigger guard, that way I can actually shoot it, but ooh, that's like clay. That's disgusting. It's all in the safety and everything. Can't see the sights. Alright, let's go load it and see if it functions. Oh yeah, that actually is better. When we threw it at the rock earlier, it kind of got like a pretty sharp burr. You can see on my hand that I got a little bit of hammer bite from that right there. So we just filed down the rock. It's all good now. So we just did the run over test. So we just loaded up a new mag. Let's see if it cycles. And I'm glad we had this thing on fire whenever we ran over it, because it is forever stuck on fire now. There is no safe. All right, let's try it. I threw a little dirt back, but still, this thing is performing flawlessly with no oil, no aftermarket oil or anything. I'm impressed so far, but let's keep making it worse. This thing doesn't have enough cool battle scars yet, so we're gonna give it some. Hey look, the safety works now. So, test number 4. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna shoot at it with a 22. Wow, that actually worked. See, China does produce some good products. Alright, we're gonna shoot a couple rounds at it with a 22 out of the Ruger 1022. And I'm standing at a little bit of an angle because I'm kind of terrified of this thing coming back, but let's see if I can actually hit it. My accuracy thus far has not been so great. It helps if you put it on fire. I definitely hit it that time. Alright, let's see what we did. Oh, right there. Come on this side. You can see it over here. It kind of just glanced off of it, to be honest. It put a little bit of a dent in there. I wonder if that's hot. No, it's not. There's a little dent in there. It's not bad. I really don't think it's going to hurt the cycle of the gun at all. But I think that's the only one we hit out of 3, to be honest. Let's do it again. Alright, we only hit it 1 time out of 3, so I at least want to get it with 1 more round and see what it does. So we're going to try it again. I think I got it. I really hope you can hear that on camera, because that thing hit the pistol. Let's see if I can find where it hit. Honestly, I have no idea. It definitely hit somewhere. Yeah, this thing's pretty tough. I don't even know where it hit, but that thing got launched so high into the stratosphere that the US government probably tried to shoot it down with an F-22. So that's where the first round hit, and after bringing it back, we finally saw where the second one hit. So we did get 2 hits. They were pretty close together, but I don't think, it is bent a little bit right there, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to, you might have to get over just a little more. You can kind of see where it curves in. I mean, I'm totally not pointing a gun in my face right now, I promise. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. Anyway, yeah, if you didn't get the joke about the F-22, you're living under a rock, for real. Alright, let's load it up and see what we can do. You're good. Alright, so let's see if the 1911 can withstand a bent frame. I bet all the boomers are holding on to the edge of their seat right now. Oh God. Oh God. It might have bent it just enough to where you can't rack the slide back. Oh. Oh, that's not good. I need the rock. We might have actually just messed up this 1911. gonna go to a commercial break. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the commercial break. After a couple technical difficulties and a couple punches and mallets, we finally got it to cycle back. But I will say, technically, that hit with the 22 would have failed this gun. I mean, it was not, you couldn't move the slide at all, it wouldn't budge. Yeah, after we beat it with a mallet and some punches, we finally got the frame. It bent the whole entire frame, that was what the problem was. The slide refused to go back and forth, but we finally got it beat to the right specs. And yeah, let's give it a test now. It should work fine now that we got it back. Alright, 8 more fresh rounds after the 22 test. Let's give her a whirl. Had to get my redemption on the steel target because I missed it so many times earlier today. But back in action, it works flawless. So that's a pass so far. Hey, can you hand me the blueberries? Strawberries? Kiwi? This is keto free, right?
Yep. You gotta shake it up a little bit.
The noise that just made, I really hope that caught on the camera. The noise that just made was horrifying. I thought I lost a hand. You got a cup ready? The follower. And that's how you make a smoothie. So you guys just saw us put it in the blender. It didn't really do much besides scratch up the paint a little bit, like you can see right there where the blade's kind of stuck. But the only other thing that happened was the mag exploded on the inside, threw the spring and the follower out, but put it back together, it looks fine, so it should work. But if anything goes wrong, that'd be about it. So we're gonna jump right into test number 6, and we're gonna see what happens when you throw your 1911 out of a moving vehicle. Alright, let's see what we got here. So, looks like the bottom of the mag tried to come off. Interesting. The hammer actually came back. And besides a barrel full of mud, it didn't really do anything. This gun's going to be just fine. Yeah, it's got a couple cool little battle scars that... Oh. Oh yeah, that's fine. Alright. Let's go shoot it and see what it does. I decided it would probably be a good idea to take the barrel apart after that test because I didn't want to completely squib up the barrel with mud, and as you can see, that's why. So all I did was take a bunch of 223 shells, brass. Oh yeah, that should be fine. It might not shoot so accurate, but at least it won't blow up in my hand. I hope. That's close enough. This is going to be the test fire after the blender and throwing it out of a moving vehicle. Now I will say the blender did kind of make my spring a little janky. I can only load it up to 1 round short, so we have 1 less round than what it's supposed to hold. But I kind of want to see if it cycles, so that's going to be the main test. But other than that, the gun looks fine besides being beat up and mangled. Accuracy is probably not going to be a 10 out of 10 with all the mud that's stuck in the rifling, but we're here for functionality, so let's give it a shot. I will say right off the bat, it did not go into battery. Okay. Let's try that one more time. Okay, it went into battery that time. Probably just had a little mud left over in there. Alright, let's walk up to the target. Accuracy's still not terrible for all the mud that's in the barrel. I'm kind of gripping it loose too because I keep getting pretty bad hammer bite off of that gun. It is absolutely demolishing the back of my hand. But I'm pretty surprised for $299. If you just want a cheap 1911 in your collection that's actually going to work and cycle, right now I have no complaints. This is probably the one. I mean, we've beat it up pretty good, but with that being said, we have one more test for the final finale, and if this doesn't destroy this pistol, I don't know what will. Well, the gun's still laying there, so that's a good thing. Look at the crater. Look at the crater that it left. It blew the rock back just a little bit, but not too shabby. It doesn't look like it really did anything. I think this gun's gonna cycle just fine. I wonder how deep this hole is though. Oh my god. That is almost, I mean, I'm touching it with the barrel, so the barrel's touching the ground, so it's about 8 inches deep.
And it was like 2 inches when we put it in there.
Yeah, it was, that's average. That was an average sized crater. Let's go load up a mag and see if it withstood the final test. After all the hell and torture this 1911 has been through today, we're going to put the final mag through it to see if it's going to pass the RacksNRecoil test. You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen. That's a pass. Thank you so much for watching this episode of RacksNRecoil. I have a ton of fun filming these torture test videos, probably the most extreme ones that are on YouTube. If you find a better one, let me know. We probably can do a part 2 on this 1911. It's still pretty operable, and I'm going to take it home, get it cleaned up, and it's going to be sitting on the safe. So if you have any ideas, drop it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. It gives us the motivation to keep doing these kinds of videos. Thanks again, y'all. That kid's why you don't smoke.